Who was I speaking with at lunchtime that said that when you speak in front of audiences, you have something good? Okay, there's a few of you that I've been talking to. Your name?
Ronnie.
And your challenge?
I go blank. It could be in the middle of a sentence when I'm doing a presentation.
What kind of presentation when you're teaching?
I teach 5 rhythms.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So when you're going blank, what we'd like to do, rather than just talk about it, is give it a moment where you can actually experience it. And this is a group where first we want to exaggerate it and feel all the discomfort, but we'll do something slightly different. In the blankness, it's never really blank, is it? When you go into that place, who else freezes from time to time? We all freeze from time to time. There's actually some internal self-talk that goes on. If you know, when you listen and you turn up the volume, the internal self-talk might sound something like,
to be visible is to be...
Good, let the tears come. Good.
A potentially fatal attraction.
Say more. You're doing great. To be visible, what's the scariest part of being seen?
If I'm being seen, I have made myself a target.
Ah, okay. To be attacked. Okay. Okay, so that's the old fear. As the tears come out, now let's shift that old mnemonic to something different. Let's go into the place here where you're sharing in front of a group and you freeze, okay? As though you're teaching in a class. What we want to hear now are words that also follow that, like, I'm afraid you're going to attack me. If you see me not knowing what to say, I'm going to be not good enough. You're going to think I'm a bad teacher. Whatever those words are. Let's hear that dialogue. Ready?
I don't feel that way.
What do you feel? That you're going to be attacked. It's that one.
Yeah.
Did that ever happen in an audience?
No, not in an audience, in life.
In life. Okay, this is what we have to get back to. Can we go to one incident that happened that you can remember? Okay, that's what we want to do. Because this is the memory. We all have a memory, and from that moment where there was a breakdown, we have this decision, and suddenly we're frozen because we're back at that moment. So we need to replay that moment right now, if you're willing, and then do an ending to that moment in a different way, so you have a different feeling of, I'm going to be, just what earlier, what Vin said, what Arjuna said. Remember? We're all standing at that side of the room here this morning, and he said, just imagine when you move across the room that everyone's going to be thinking, what's the word? Yes. And in this case, is you love me, you support, whatever it might be. But you can't get there until we go back to replaying the old moment. So what moment can we replay? Just one moment. It's okay. It's good that it's got a lot of energy to it. That's why it's so powerful for you.
I think I can speak it.
Tell me then instead. Just tell me as though you're talking to me, just one-to-one.
Being beaten.
This happened once?
No, it happened many.
Many times. Ah, okay, that's what we're talking about. So you've been beaten many times by school kids in different ages, different age groups as you were growing up. Okay, you've been used to being beaten. Okay.
And the only way to survive was not to be seen.
Got it. You heard that? Everybody heard that? Okay. All right. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We don't need to replay an old moment unless you want to. No need. Okay. We'll go into this present moment, holding this and telling this to the audience, saying, to all of you who are listening to me, who are watching me, even better, to all of you who are watching me.
To all of you who are watching me.
I want you to know.
I want you to know.
That I've had many times in my life.
I've had many times in my life.
Where I've been physically beaten.
Where.
That's right. This is good. You're doing good. You're doing good. This is exactly what's needed. You're doing great.
Where I've been physically beaten,
And I've decided as a result
and I've decided as a result
that it's safer to not be visible,
that it's safer to not be visible,
so you won't hurt me.
so you won't hurt me.
I'm ready for a new relationship with you,
I'm very ready for a new relationship
with
all
you
of you
and all future audiences.
and all future audiences.
Okay. So what we want to do now is have a number of people in the audience, sitting or standing, simply say, I heard you, and I represent everyone you talk with. I appreciate seeing you. I like seeing you. Your own version of my words. Don't use my words. Use your version. One at a time. And then after a few times, you may notice that, wait a minute, this is really good. This is what I like. This is what I've always wanted. And because this is a real audience, and we're staging it as though it's a mock audience, your subconscious will remember this as the new speaking in front of groups. Even if you don't know what to say, people love to see me. I love being seen. You ready for that?
Sure.
Okay. Who will be willing to be the first to stand up saying, I love seeing you, or whatever your authentic response would be to seeing this man sharing the depth of his humanity right in front of you. Come stand and tell him with this microphone so we all can hear you. Yes.
I see you, and you open my heart with your vulnerability and your sharing, and it's a beautiful experience to see you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay right there. Tell her what you heard her say. I heard you say. This is good. That's all right. Don't have to get all the words right.
Yeah, I won't get any of them right.
That's all right. Yeah. What I appreciated that you just told me is, good, you're
I
smiling in your eyes.
appreciate
Yeah.
that you just told me that it's meaningful, it's good for you to be here. And that's very...
That's all right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. Saying these words after this. I like being seen by you.
I like being seen by you.
Good. Give each other a hug. Okay. Good. Good. We want to do this a few times until the energy shifts. So when the energy shifts, then we'll give feedback as to what you saw, felt, and heard. Thank you for your courage. Stay where you are. One more person. Come on up. And see if this time, if you can, respond directly, facing side to side like this. You represent all audiences, all people, saying him by name. And here's what I appreciate about seeing you speak. Go ahead.
Hi, Ronnie. I stand here representing all of the people that see your light, that appreciate you. I so appreciate you. I can feel your essence. I can feel your message and what you bring. Thank you.
Stay where you are. Thank you. And now letting her know what you heard. I heard you say.
I heard you say that you feel and appreciate the light that I bring and the message that I bring.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Give each other a hug. Yes, good. And now turning to the audience and telling us how this affected you in some way. I'm beginning to see that my relationship to you is changing. Say that in your way.
I'm beginning to see that my relationship with you all is changing.
Do you notice it in the posture, in the voice tone? You notice what's shifting here? Good. What feels shifted to me now, even a tiny bit, is, tell us.
What feels shifted to me now, there's just a little bit of space between what was and what is.
And even your eyeballs are rolling around more fluidly in their sockets. You can see the movement patterns becoming more fluid. You see that from where you're standing. Your voice is deeper, your eyes are softer. This is good. One more person. You're doing great. Yes. I represent all people you will ever speak with.
I represent all people you will ever speak with, and I want you to know that we admire and appreciate your authenticity and honesty and courage.
Thank you. Stay there. What I heard you say is,
Thank you. I heard you say that you appreciate my honesty and courage.
yeah, good.
Thank you.
Give each other a hug. Thank you. And now facing the audience, something slightly different this time, saying these words. From now on,
From now on, I,
in front of all future audiences,
in front of all future audiences,
starting with you,
starting with you,
each and every one of you,
each and every one of you,
my new relationship to you is,
my new relationship to you is,
instead of being afraid to be seen because I'm afraid I'll be attacked, my new relationship to you, if you could rename it with a different type of a feeling of attraction, appreciation, everything you just heard, here's what I'm ready to have with you from now on. Just name it, name it.
I'm ready to be one of you, one of me, one with you.
Good, good. Thank you. Thank you. That was very powerful, and we couldn't have planned it. Watch what shifts when you're presenting in front of your classes from now on. My homework for you is to notice the different dialogue, for each of you to notice, because this happened within each of us as we were watching as well, the different dialogue from the fear of being attacked, the fear of being criticized, rejected, humiliated, that we all have, to, I like being seen, I like being heard. The more I'm being seen, the more I can connect with you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, before we go on to the next person, because that was very deep, what did this touch in you, any one of you, that awakened a different aha? I'm going to be seeing audiences differently too. Who has an aha that you can share with the rest of us? Come up to the front, Linda. And what is your aha? Take your time, be present, and sharing everything that you've learned so far in this group.
Well, what struck me right now with Ronnie especially is that when you share real vulnerability, that is the most courageous act, and that it's like immediately you're accepted. There was I don't know you, and when I heard that, and also with Richard, when you're so share what's true, that you can't help but have a connection. It doesn't really even matter if you blank out or say the wrong thing, that the sheer, by being courageous and authentic, you are, that's all you have to do.
Thank you. Thanks very much.